When it comes to looking and feeling younger, collagen is kind of like the holy grail, right?
It really is. And judging by the article you sent us from topnaturalhealth.com, it seems like you're on a mission to boost your body's natural collagen production.
Absolutely. Our listeners are always asking about it. And honestly, who wouldn't want to hang on to that youthful glow for as long as possible?
I'm with you there. And while we will touch upon specific products like the Collagen Intensive mentioned in the article, I think it's important to really understand what collagen is and how it works in our bodies.
100%. So let's break it down. What exactly is collagen?
Well, in the simplest terms, collagen is a protein. In fact, it's the most abundant protein in our bodies, not just in our skin.
Really? I had no idea it was that widespread. I always just associated it with like wrinkles and keeping our skin looking young.
Well, it definitely plays a major role in that, but it's so much more than that. It's like the scaffolding that holds everything together, from our bones and muscles to our tendons, cartilage, and yes, even our hair and nails.
Wow, okay. That's pretty impressive. So, how does it work specifically when it comes to our skin? I always imagine it like this internal bra that kind of holds everything up and prevents sagging.
I love that analogy. You're actually not far off. Collagen provides structure and support to our skin, keeping it firm and taut. Think of it like a tightly woven net that gives your skin that youthful resilience, that bounce back factor.
Okay, that makes sense. But here's where I get a little confused. The article mentioned that there are different types of collagen.
You're right, there are. And they each have their own specific roles. But when we're talking about skin, it's really type I and type 3 collagen that we're most interested in.
Okay, so tell us more about these VIP collagens. What makes them so important for maintaining that firm, youthful look?
Well, type I is the most abundant type found in our skin. It's the heavy hitter, responsible for that youthful plumpness and elasticity we associate with younger skin.
Okay, so type I is like the foundation of youthful skin. What about type 3?
Type 3 often works in tandem with type I, and it's especially important for elasticity. This dynamic duo is what helps to keep our skin smooth and wrinkle-free.
This is all starting to make sense, but if we already have all this collagen naturally occurring in our bodies, why is everyone so obsessed with boosting it? What's the big deal?
Well, here's the thing. You might not like this part.
Uh-oh, I can already tell this is where the bad news starts.
Our collagen production, sadly, declines as we age. It's a natural part of the aging process, and unfortunately, it starts earlier than you might think.
Oh, I've heard this. Didn't the article say something about collagen production slowing down as early as our mid-20s? Tell me it isn't true.
I wish I could, but it's true. Starting in our mid-20s, our bodies start producing about 1% less collagen each year.
Wow, 1% per year. That adds up quickly.
It really does. And it's not just about the amount of collagen we lose, it's also about the quality.
What do you mean by that?
Well, as we age, the collagen fibers in our skin become thinner, weaker, and less organized. Think of a brand new trampoline versus one that's been left out in the elements for years.
Oh, yeah, totally. The old one just doesn't have that same springiness or bounce.
Exactly.
So as our collagen starts to, resemble that worn out trampoline, what kind of visible changes are we going to see in the mirror? What should we be looking out for?
Well, you'll probably notice it first in those areas where your skin is naturally thinner, like around your eyes, those fine lines, and of course around the mouth. And especially if you haven't been as diligent with the sunscreen as you should have been, those lines can deepen into wrinkles much more quickly.
Ugh, tell me about it. Sunscreen is my downfall, I'll admit it. I'm trying to be better, I really am. But wrinkles aside, are there other signs, other than wrinkles, that our collagen levels might be taking a dip? What else should we be paying attention to?
Sagging, that's a big one. We were talking about that internal bra earlier.
Yeah.
As collagen declines, that support system weakens. And that leads to, sagging around the jawline, the cheeks, even the eyelids can start to droop a bit.
Oh, no, not the eyelids. Okay, anything else? I mean, we've covered wrinkles, sagging. Does collagen loss have anything to do with dryness or dullness, that kind of thing?
100%. Collagen is key for skin hydration. It acts like a sponge holding on to moisture. So as collagen levels go down, your skin's ability to hold on to that moisture diminishes, and it leaves your skin feeling drier, less supple.
Mm.
And on top of that, because collagen is so important for cell regeneration, a decline in collagen can also lead to a dull, uneven complexion.
So that tired look everyone's always talking about, that's literally collagen loss rearing its ugly head. It's all making sense now. But before we all spiral into a collagen-induced panic, let's talk about solutions, right? because the article mentions some ways to actually boost our collagen production naturally. So where do we start? What can we do?
The good news is we have more control over our collagen levels than we think. And you're right, the journey starts with what we put into our bodies. Diet plays a huge GE role.
Okay, I was hoping you were going to say that. Food.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So, collagen-boosting foods, the article mentioned bone broth. What's the deal with bone broth? What's so special about it?
Bone broth is like, it's magic. Seriously, it's made by simmering animal bones, those connective tissues, for hours, sometimes even days.
Wow, that's a long time.
It is. But that long, slow cooking process breaks down the collagen in those tissues, making it super easy for our bodies to absorb.
So it's like a supercharged collagen delivery system.
You got it then.
I love it. What about other foods? What else should we be piling onto our plates?
Well, let's talk about vitamin C. You can't forget about vitamin C. It's crucial for collagen synthesis, that process where our bodies actually make collagen.
Right. So we need vitamin C to actually produce the collagen in the first place. Okay, got it. So we're talking citrus fruits, berries, bell peppers, all that good stuff, right?
You got it. Now, this one might surprise you. Leafy greens.
Really? Leafy greens. Okay, I would not have guessed that. What's the
Okay.
connection there?
They're packed with antioxidants, right, including chlorophyll. And some studies actually suggest that chlorophyll can help protect and potentially even boost collagen production.
Huh. I never knew that. Okay, so we've got bone broth, we've got our colorful fruits and veggies. Now we're adding leafy greens to the mix. This is fantastic. Anything else we should add to our grocery list?
Eggs. Eggs are great, specifically the whites. They're a really good source of proline, which, is an amino acid that's a key building block of collagen. It's like, think of amino acids as the individual links in a chain, and proline is one of those essential links that helps to form the complete collagen protein.
Interesting. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. And, while we're at it, nuts and seeds are another good source of proline, and so are berries, and they also pack that, powerful antioxidant punch to protect the collagen we already have.
So many delicious options. This is great. Okay, but I have to ask about collagen supplements because they're everywhere I look these days. The article mentioned collagen peptides specifically. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, collagen supplements, they've definitely exploded in popularity recently, and for good reason. They're an easy, convenient way to get a concentrated dose of collagen, and often they come in a form that's much easier for our bodies to absorb.
So do they actually live up to the hype?
There's growing research, and it's suggesting that collagen peptides, in particular, can improve skin elasticity and hydration. And some studies even show that they might help reduce the appearance of wrinkles. However, we also have to say more research is needed, especially when it comes to long-term effects and, femming out the optimal dosages. Like right now, there's a lot of research looking at the potential benefits of collagen supplements for joint health and wound healing, but we need more evidence before we can say anything definitive.
So as always, do your research, talk to your doctor, and if you decide to try collagen supplements, choose a brand that you trust, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about topical skincare? The article touched on that briefly, and I'm sure our listeners dying to know what they can be doing from the outside in.
For sure. Topical skincare can definitely play a role in, preserving and even stimulating collagen production. So when you're browsing the skincare aisles, keep an eye out for ingredients like retinoids, peptides, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. Those are your friends.
Okay, let's break those down a little bit because those are some big words. And I think it's easy to get overwhelmed when you're standing in the skincare aisle, just bombarded with all these different ingredients. So retinoids, what's so special about retinoids? I've heard that term thrown around a lot, but I don't really know what it means.
Yeah, so retinoids are basically derivatives of vitamin A, and they're the superheroes of the skincare world.
Okay, I like it.
I know. They work by increasing cell turnover, which basically means they help your skin shed those old dead cells more effectively. And that makes way for fresh, new, healthy cells. And that process can help to stimulate collagen production, which can improve your skin's texture, the tone.
Amazing. Okay, so retinoids for that fresh, revitalized look. Got it. What about peptides?
You know how we talked about proline being a building block of collagen? Well, peptides are chains of amino acids, and some of them, like the ones that contain proline, can actually send signals to your skin cells to produce more collagen.
So it's like we're sending in these little messengers, these peptides, to tell our skin cells, hey, we need more collagen over here. Get to work.
Exactly. It's like a targeted approach to collagen boosting.
I love it. Okay, vitamin C serums, those are everywhere these days. What's the deal with those?
Vitamin C, it's a powerful antioxidant,
Right, right,
It
right.
helps protect your skin from damage.
Free radicals.
Yes, free radicals, which we know they break down collagen.
Right.
But here's the bonus. Vitamin C, it's also essential for the production of collagen.
Oh, so it's like a 2-for-1.
Exactly. Protection and production.
Okay, vitamin C, I'm sold. We've got to talk about hyaluronic acid because it seems like it's in everything these days. What's the connection there with collagen?
So hyaluronic acid, it's a little different. It doesn't actually directly stimulate collagen production, but it's essential for hydration. Think of it like a tiny sponge. It can hold up to like 1,000 times its weight in water.
What? No way.
Yeah, it's incredible. And by drawing all that moisture into the skin, hyaluronic acid creates this plumping effect that can really minimize the look of fine lines, wrinkles.
Makes sense.
And that boost in hydration, well, it creates the perfect environment for collagen production to really thrive.
So it's like giving your skin a nice tall glass of water.
Exactly.
Let it soak it all up. I'm realizing now, though, it's not just about what we eat and what we put on our skin. The article also talked about lifestyle factors that can influence our collagen levels. What about that?
You're absolutely right. Our everyday habits, they play a huge role in collagen preservation. Chronic stress, for example.
Oh, stress the worst.
It is. When we're stressed, our bodies, they release cortisol. And over time, high levels of cortisol can actually break down collagen, which is not what we want.
No. So managing stress is important.
So important.
Okay. For all of us. What about sleep? I have a feeling you're going to tell me to get my 8 hours.
What can I say? Sleep is crucial for cell regeneration, repair, and that includes collagen production.
Right.
When we don't get enough sleep, our bodies produce less growth hormone.
Oh, no.
And that's essential for collagen synthesis.
Okay. I'll go to bed early tonight. Promise. Anything else? What about, like, exercise? Does that make a difference?
Exercise is fantastic for overall health and circulation, but there's not a direct link between exercise and increased collagen production.
Okay, good to know.
The biggest thing, though, and I know we've touched on it, but I can't stress it enough, protect your skin from the sun.
Yes, the sun.
UV rays are so damaging to collagen, to elastin fibers.
Oh.
Wear your sunscreen every day, rain or shine, and reapply it.
SPF, non-negotiable. I'm hearing you. Okay, let's talk treatments for a second, because the article specifically mentioned Collagen Intensiv.
Yeah.
Is there something that makes this product stand out?
Listen, we can't endorse specific brands here,
Right.
but we can talk about the science behind some of the ingredients.
Yes.
And Collagen Intensiv, it contains a peptide called SYNCOL, and this has actually been clinically studied
Oh, wow.
for its collagen boosting effects.
What have those studies shown? What do we know about it?
So some studies have indicated that SYNCO can actually stimulate collagen production, and it can lead to visible improvements in skin elasticity, even wrinkle depth.
Wow, really?
Basically mimics the body's natural collagen production process. But again, more research is always being done. Results can vary.
Yeah, makes sense. What about other treatments like microneedling, laser therapy? The article mentioned those briefly. They sound kind of intense.
They are more on the intensive side. Microneedling, it uses a device with tiny little needles, and it creates these micro injuries in the skin.
Ouch.
Yeah, but it's a controlled injury.
Okay.
And what it does is it triggers the body's natural healing response.
Right.
And that includes, you guessed it, collagen production.
Oh, of course.
Laser treatments also work by stimulating collagen, but they use heat energy to do it. And there are different types of lasers. They target different layers of the skin. But the goal is the same, to stimulate collagen production and improve skin texture and tone.
So it's like we're hitting the reset button on collagen production. We're kind of kickstarting the body's natural healing process. It sounds fascinating, but I'll be honest, a little intimidating.
I get it. These treatments, they can be really effective, but they're not for everyone. If you're considering these treatments, talk to a dermatologist, a skincare professional, somebody who can tell you if it's right for you, walk you through the risks and benefits.
Always good advice. So for our listeners today, we've covered a lot of ground. What are the key takeaways about collagen that you want them to remember?
I think the biggest thing is that, yes, the decline of collagen, it's a natural part of getting older, but it's not a free fall. We can take action. We can support our bodies in this process. We talked about diet, right? So load up on those collagen-rich foods, bone broth, colorful fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, eggs, nuts, seeds, and what you put on your skin matters too. Consider incorporating those topical skincare products with those key ingredients: retinoids, peptides, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. And remember, your lifestyle plays a role too. Manage stress, prioritize sleep, and for goodness sake, protect your skin from the sun.
Love it. It's so empowering to know that we have options. This has been an amazing deep dive. Thank you so much for breaking all of that down for us.
My pleasure. Happy to be here.
And for our listeners, if you want to learn more about the products we discussed today, head over to topnaturalhealth.com. You can find a special promo code just for our listeners. Until next time, stay curious.